The fashion industry is undergoing a rapid transformation, with digital innovation and sustainability measures impacting the way we design, produce, and consume the product. This podcast will be your ultimate guide in exploring and understanding the impact of these changes on the traditional fashion industry. Join us as we delve into the world of eco-friendly fashion and their implications on designers, manufacturers, and the consumers alike. Shaheen Khan is a distinguished social entrepreneur and craft consultant with a profound commitment to sustainable fashion and community empowerment. As the CEO of Khan's Designs, she leads a brand that merges functionality with eco-friendly fashion while empowering marginalized women in Pakistan. Shaheen also serves as the regional head for Sindh at Fashion Revolution Pakistan and co-owner of Studio 23, demonstrating her dedication to fostering growth through the power of community and networks. Her extensive experience includes founding Ethical Affair, a hub that champions sustainable behavior and eco-friendly production techniques. With a philosophy rooted in learning, unlearning, and relearning, Shaheen Khan is a dynamic force in the sustainable fashion industry, uniting passion and purpose to drive positive change. Join me in welcoming Shaheen Khan. To share valuable insights on the topic, today we have with us Shaheen Khan. First of all, I'd like to thank Shaheen for inviting us to record this podcast in her beautiful studio. Thank you very much, Shaheen. Though I have given a bit of an introduction about you, I'd like you to basically, introduce who Shaheen Khan is and why she thought about sustainable fashion.
Hello, I'm Shaheen, and I'm a social entrepreneur and the CEO of Khan's, which is a sustainable enterprise. It's a pleasure to host you all in our little studio, which is a hub for sustainable practices and handcraft products. So, like me, it's a passion project of me, friend Yasmin Zaman, and Nada Adamji. So, under this umbrella, we have in-house two NGOs who are working with the marginalized artisans and promoting crafts of Pakistan, as well as other brands from all over Pakistan who are working only on handmade products. Let me take you to a little journey how we started, what we started, and what we have created so far. And so this journey started way back in the late 2010, where I started, a very small capsule collection, having a textile background, but always, working with the community, engaging women artisans and promoting crafts of Pakistan, as well as, leaving a footprint which is very sustainable and very transparent. So all these passions in line, and I started, establishing this Khans. And from then that point onwards, there is no turning back of what we have created and the impact that we have generated so far. But any journey has a lot of, hurdles, challenges, learning at the same time. So everything that we have gone and get across so far, so that helped us to who we are and what we stand for, is basically the transparency is the core element of our enterprise. Engaging the artisan is again one of the things that we are, our main major strong pillars.
Well, thank you very much for sharing some insights. So sustainability these days, Shaheen, is a buzzword. But for starters like me, who are excited about sustainability, but don't know anything about sustainable fashion, I'd like you to just give us a brief introduction or maybe define what sustainable fashion means.
Sustainability, for me, it means respect to the people involved in making these products and the process. And the most important is the planet that we are harming or not harming by creating those products. So anything which is made with the raw materials which are less harmful for the environment, which are non-plastic, and would basically, in a layman's language, anything that can go back to its nature and to extent. So at Hans, we basically practice with all the levels of sustainability. We use only the biodegradable fabrics. The dyes that we used are either handmade or eco-friendly. So, and we focus on the handcraft. So everything goes back in the community. Artisans, they embellish it, embroider it, or they print it with the hand dyeing process. The process is very slow yet very beautiful, and the products that comes out from this whole slow process are exquisite. Most of the time, it's a treat of nature, how it takes its course, and one of a kind.
Now that I am in your studio, Shaheen, I can see your beautiful products. Thank you for giving me this Eco Gem. It looks beautiful. Uh, at this point, I'd like to understand what is your journey of creating a sustainable outfit or a sustainable product.
So the journey starts, the time basically all the inspiration comes from the nature. Because and every time we look back and we look outside, there are so many things that our life is not enough to justify what it holds. So after the inception of any design comes on the paper, so we started getting the raw material, which our highly preference is that it should be locally produced. And again, the fabric should be a very sustainable fabric that can again is biodegradable. And we're also looking for the alternate fabrics which are sustainable enough and less and consume less water in the fields and while they're growing. So after that, it basically comes down to the part where we basically cut and design the pieces. And the way our whole structure is that we have clusters all over Pakistan, but our focused area, ever since flood happens, is basically the flood affectee artisans. So our work basically from 2020 is going back to Bhitsha, Khairpur and Larkana district, where there was a lot of devastation in 2022 के floods में. And it goes, we have basically our facilitators, they are the carrier and the management people behind the work. So they take it back to those communities, and then they distribute the work among the artisans, and mostly women. So work goes into their homes and they work and earn from their homes. And while our facilitators look after for their timely deliverance and the cleanliness, and once the work is done, it comes back to our workshops. And then where it is basically on assembles, and then it goes to exhibitions or to our studio.
So, a lot of the work that we do at EdWatch, our focus is on digital transformation. Now, we are trying to actually, combine digital transformation with sustainability. How do you suggest that, digital transformation is, or we would say, digital technology is helping in promoting sustainable fashion?
So digital innovation and practices are basically have a very crucial impact on how we create and communicate our consumers in terms of a story, how of a product journey, and the engagement of the artisans and how it's being made. So basically, the whole transparency can be shown in the stories form with the help of innovation and social media platform.
So, Shaheen, for people who are sustainable fashion aspirants, I'd like to ask you what are the basic principles and practices that they should be considering, or they should be, starting to focus on or start learning?
So consumer should basically know few basic things that when they're looking out for something to buy in any product. So first of all, ethical production. Second, transparency, and then longevity, and the minimal waste of the product. is these are the main things that a consumer can basically look into a product lifeline or a journey of a product.
And how do you suggest, Shaheen, small brands can use digital tools, can leverage digital tools for sustainable practices?
So that's a very good question. Digital practices, basically, especially on Instagram, the social media has giving such good chance to share the, to raise awareness. Number one, so and for the inventory management, it can be used, and to bring out the transparency. Digital marketing actually plays a vital role for small businesses and businesses who are, whether from home based businesses or small and medium enterprises, because they help to reach the customer directly without having a digital or a physical platform. Everybody and around the globe is in the reach, which was if we look at the time, if we go back a little years back, so it was not possible to reach that kind of impact and to reach those consumers all over the globe. So the social media has given the access to, and it opened up the world. So it's up to basically the entrepreneurs and their evolvement in the social media, and how well they are integrating their all the things are aligned or not. So in terms of first it comes in inventory management, it comes into multiple, in terms of keeping transparency of the products and so many other things.
Interesting. On this point, I'd like to ask one thing. Can technology improve or increase the life cycle of garments?
Technology definitely increased the life cycle of the product, because it is basically giving a flashback to the old practices like mending in everybody in Southeast Asia or our Asian practices. It used to be the first initiative that used to happen if you tore a fabric or anything. So for instance, I would like to share this recent experience, which under the umbrella of fashion revolution, there was a global campaign in regards to how we can bring back the practice of mending. So because mending was like our grandmothers and great grandmothers used to do when something is torn, instead of just discarding and not using that product, they used to mend it and repair, and then used to rewear it.
So you think we should bring back?
And we had this amazing community engagement at the Frere Hall, where everybody came, and we basically teach them how to sew their buttons if it's undone and if it's broken, and how to have the basic hem. So it was amazing experience. We had a great time teaching people to just bring back this practice into our culture.
That's a very healthy activity. I'd like to be a part of it if you do it again.
We'll let you know.
You think that we should bring back that culture of mending stuff and reusing and rewearing it?
Yes, and we have been using these practices even in our enterprise, and like what I'm wearing and what I ask you to, flaunt. These are eco gems, and this is made from our textile waste. So from 2020, we have stepped into into a zero waste enterprise, and we are basically reusing, upcycling all the waste that has been created by our production, and we create more value to it, and we come up with amazing product range, whether it's in terms of these jewelry range, or if it's like a tableware, home accessories, and even upcycle jackets and some other wearables, which are really amazing and very well taken by our consumers.
So Shaheen, you told us about the mending activities that you've been doing and the event that you organized. Now I'd like to ask you a very related question to this. How do you think that we can reduce carbon footprint from traditional retail and event?
So In my opinion, carbon footprint can be reduced if we use or if we start using locally produced materials. And when we use locally produced material, so we don't have to bring it in, and it will definitely reduce the carbon emission. And then, the couriers, where, and how it involves in the journey of a product. So if we work in a way, like for instance, if our products going back to the interior or to the rural areas, so we make sure that there are no or not many back and forth visits, whether it's in terms of couriers or in terms of people going and coming back with the products. So we find the ways into minimizing these practices. So once our facilitator takes the work into the rural areas, they stay there in the community till the time it's done. So it basically cut back if they travel back and forth, so it will increase the carbon emission. So for the same, and to reduce all these impact, for a smaller enterprise are much more easier, I would say, when it comes to managing all the bigger production or manufacturing facilities. Also, by having more circular fashion platforms and showrooms, which allows us to basically rent the outfit and the products, that can minimize the carbon emission. And I would like to see a future where we don't have to go into such intensive and expensive bridal wares. So I would like to see a future in regards to this, that it brings a lot of peer pressure to our all the communities when the time comes, and people are getting married. So there should be virtual showrooms where this process could be a smooth process without investing so much in it.
Yeah, virtual showroom is a very interesting concept. I've heard about virtual showrooms for certain shoe brands, certain other products.
With AI coming into each and every aspect of our life, I think this is just a matter of time.
So, what do you think are the challenges and opportunities for integrating digital technology into sustainable fashion, especially for the emerging markets?
So, in challenges, I would say access to technology would be the topmost one, and limited infrastructure and the high cost of all the facilities is one of the more core challenges. And apart from that, educational and training facilities should be done out large to, in terms of, while the students are learning in the universities and academic, it should be part of those academic practices. So we overcome these challenges. And when we talk about the opportunities, so market expansion and expertise is number one. So in the market expansion, digital platforms play a vital role. It can open up new horizons for many people to come. In opportunities, market expansion and exploration is something that, with the digital platforms, that can open up huge horizons for all the small and medium and even the large scale businesses. So that is the huge opportunity, and if we tap into that, we could do very well in terms of trades and whatnot.
What do you foresee as the future of sustainable fashion?
Actually, if we see, so future is sustainable fashion. So, and in time to come, all the practices will go and align in such a way, because global warming, everybody is, part of it in some way or the others, wherever, wherever they are. So all these practices, little but slowly, giving a secure future for the future generations. So this is the way forward. So all the big brands are accepting the importance of the sustainability and implying it in their practices and manufacturing it slowly, but this is the future of the fashion.
What message would you like to give to our viewers?
So my message would be, I would like to see everybody as a mindful consumer. that if COVID had taught us one thing, which is like to be mindful. Instead of running after a $5 t-shirt, we should be mindful about where this product is coming from, how much water is it taking, and what is the transparency and who is involved in the process. So I would love to see globally mindful consumers, so they become advocate of the sustainability itself.
Thank you very much, Shaheen. Thank you for a warm welcome that you've given to us in your studio. Um, and thank you very much for sharing these insights on sustainable fashion. Actually, this is a newer concept, especially for common people like us. We don't know much about what's going on, what are the steps being taken by different people in the field of sustainability. And I really would like to appreciate that you're doing a wonderful job. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for joining us today. See you in the next podcast. Thank you.